My name is Fernando, aka F-Key Piano Man, and today I'm going to teach you how to play left hand bass on keys. I'll run through my process on how I gained left hand independence, and this process applies to any style of music regardless of what you play or any skill level. I'll show you a simple technique that I've been using to gain my left hand independence that has led to me actually playing bass and piano at some live gigs with bands. And after explaining this method to you, I'm going to show you an actual gig where I play with a 6-piece Salsa Band, and I played bass and piano and also did backing vocals with the help of the TC Helicon Harmony Singer. And don't forget to click the like button if you enjoy this. It helps a lot more than you will ever know. And if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe and bell notification down below so you can be informed of the next videos coming up. So let's get into it. So as I mentioned before, regardless of your skill level or what style you're playing, the concept is exactly the same. You need to break it down into a chunk small enough that your brain can absorb and deal with. Small enough that your brain can absorb and deal with. So usually the best place to start is one bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's pick a bass line, whatever style you're playing, and just concentrate on those first 4 beats. Now, because I'm going to show you a gig with a Latin band playing salsa, I'm going to do a salsa bass line. And it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that might sound a little bit complicated at speed, so as I mentioned, we're going to break it down to 1 bar and we're going to really slow it down. So I'm going to break it down into quavers to make it really easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to practice that bar over and over again until you get it. Now remember, you might be practicing another style. It doesn't matter, the concept's the same. You want to practice this 1 bar until you can play it automatically, and you can literally talk while you're playing this line. You want to get to that point where you're not even thinking about it. It may also help to tap your feet to keep some rhythm. So once you've got that, we're going to add a second bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. And once you've got that, you might want to speed it up. Now for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go back to a regular speed, but you might want to speed this up in slower increments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And when you can play it at full speed and you're very comfortable with it, that's when we're going to go to step 2. And step 2 is we're going to try and introduce the right hand. Again, we're really going to slow it down and peel it back to just 1 bar. This is going to be hard at first. It might take quite a few goes before you get it. Don't be afraid to slow it down as much as you need to. Maybe 1 bar is too long for you. You might want to try just the first 2 beats of a pattern. So you're going to think of what you're playing on your left hand and what you're playing on your right hand. If you don't know your right hand well, you might want to practice that as well. So again, you're playing it in a way that your brain doesn't have to think about it. It needs to be virtually automatic for this to work. I'm just going to quickly show you the right hand pattern that I'm doing in a very simple and more straightforward way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to really slow it down because we want to try and integrate the left hand and the right hand to work together. This is the tricky part. Start slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start with the 1 bar. And it might just be where you're just playing 1 note on the bass if it's too hard to do the whole pattern. So you might just want to start off with first. Then try to add the second note. And again, you've gone through this many times, you're feeling comfortable with it, now you're going to try that second bar in so you can complete the cycle of the bass pattern. Then as you get better, you're going to speed it up slightly. And as you get better, you're going to keep speeding up until you get to the speed of the actual song.
Pretty amazing.
Once you've gotten to that point, then you can start playing the other chords. Now the pattern might be the same, or your particular song might have a different bass line. I suggest keep it simple to start off with, and then as you get better, then you can expand. So keep it simple at the start. Once you get comfortable at moving around chords, and bearing in mind this process might take days, it might take weeks, be patient and you'll get there. But once you've gotten comfortable with your chords, then you can start experimenting with variations, and you can start with simple variations where you might change something slightly. And then some slight changes to the left hand. Passing notes. And once I got really comfortable at doing this, then I tried adding vocals. That's a whole other ball game. Apply yourself to it. Practice it as slowly as you need to until you get good at it. You will get there. And now I'm going to show you an actual gig where I play with a 6-piece band, Gonzalo Porta and the Sydney Salsa All-Stars, where I do the bass player's part and the piano part and some backing vocals as well. I hope you got some value out of this. And if you did, please click the like button. And if you really loved it, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification below for the next video. Thank you very much.
love.